And so one of the questions we got, and I think Jay, some of the slides that you have kind of speak to this is, what is workforce housing, and how do we define workforce housing? Where that there's that missing middle. And so maybe Jay, if you could spend a few minutes, giving your perspective on workforce housing and kind of how we're trying to attack that.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a slide here that's focused on Texas, but we can do similar things for other states across the country. And I think and first of all, just to acknowledge, I mean, when you look at what defines middle income housing, I mean, in certain programs and whatnot, it's going to be based on the area median income of a certain neighborhood, census tract. So this is a little bit of a generalization, but it does give you a picture of the story here, which is on the left side of the screen. These are people who would qualify for traditional low-income housing, which typically are people who are going to make 60% or less, or less than 80% of the area median income. And then on the far right, a lot of people don't realize this. I think even people in the industry, it's like if you're going to be renting a brand new market rate apartment, even in a place like Texas, you're typically talking about a household income north of $100,000. Now, bear in mind, when we say household, that could be two roommates out of college, making $60,000 each, but together that's a six-figure income household. And then in the middle, you have folks who are too rich for quote unquote affordable housing and too poor for brand new market rate housing. And so this is the missing middle. And so, while they do have older properties that kind of age into this, you also have properties that get value added up and they're no longer affordable. And you have properties that kind of age into undesirable obsolescence and are not really places they'll still want to live. And so a lot of times we're able to build to this middle market, whether that's through certain tax abatement programs and whatnot, or other types of programs. What you're able to do is you have a newer, nicer product that's competing at a price point with older properties that aren't nearly as desirable. And so the specific programs obviously vary by state, but this is really what we're trying to do is meet with the demand that's there for better product at these middle income price points.
Thanks, Jay. And I know that some of the two projects in Texas have this public-private partnership. There's something similar up the project in Washington. The project in California in Oceanside doesn't necessarily have this, but the rents that project has relative to the cost of going out and buying a home in that market, our project is much, much more affordable. And so probably, 18,000 definitions of workforce housing. The way we look at it is providing housing for folks that are in the workforce that's significantly higher quality and are, less expensive than other options.